Hello, YouTube. Thought I'd do a quick video here. If you've been following my YouTube channel, I did the other day a live 100% duty cycle test using the Retevis RT97S radials. Now, if you've been following my channel, I did a 90% duty cycle test for almost 11 hours with no issues. Everything worked fine. So I thought I'd do a 100% duty cycle test to see what will happen. Well, what happened was a lot of mistakes I made. I didn't catch them. So bottom line, my fault, not the radio. So if you want to, I'll explain all the events that took place on what happened and why I thought there was a problem with the radios, but it was 100% my fault, and I apologize for that. I thought I had things ready to go. Obviously, I did not. Now, I sat here and played around and tried to figure out exactly what happened. It took me a little time here to piece all this together. And it's amazing how events start to unfold and things just get worse and worse and worse. It's just amazing how that happens. And it's like a car wreck. You start to see it happening and you can see the events. Okay, this person did this person did that. Well, that's what happened here. There was warning signs and I didn't catch it. And a lot of people didn't catch it for that matter. But first thing I want to do, I'm going to show you, this is the setup I had that night. Now, the first thing I want to say is, you would think after owning this wattage meter, I would have memorized the switch settings on that. But obviously, that's not the case. Now, with the light shining, there's a glare. I can't read it. And I don't want to put my fat head in view of the live stream. So that was number one mistake. The other mistake that no one caught is that when I was keying up the radio, I took a handheld and I keyed up and I was talking on the handheld, which is programmed to this repeater, which then this radio receives and plays it on my iPad. There's my custom built cable, and it plays it with the iPad. When I was talking on here, and this wattage meter was not moving. Didn't show any wattage. I didn't catch it. No one else caught it. I didn't even pay attention. I was so busy with Bob pointing out, okay, here's the temperature thing, blah, 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 that this was not moving. Why was that not moving? Well, I sat here and played around with this to try to figure out what caused that. And it looks like what happened. And I'm going to turn off this light. This is the lighting I had the day of the... So you can tell it's hard to read that switch setting. And I don't want to put my fat head in the way of the video. But for this video, we can turn off that light. So let's turn off the light so we can see better what the events, how this is all unfold. When you turn off that light, now you can read the numbers or the writing a lot easier on that. Okay? So it looks like... And it's hard to see in the video. I believe what I had done, and I checked my SWRs before I did the video. I believe I had this switch on set. And the reason why I say that is because if you watch that video, when this meter starts to work, and I'll get to the reason why it wasn't working when I was using the handheld, it went to full deflection, which was not right. And that's why I said in the comments or in the live chat, I think I have my meter in SWR mode. Now, the reason why this needle was not moving is I sat here and played with this radio, and I kept keying up before I did this video. And I keyed up, and there was a time I was able to key up and that meter would not respond. And I believe the reason being is because I'm too close and I had this on high power the day of the night of the video. And it took me a while, but I think the right combination that night, I was sitting in the right spot. I keyed up this radio, did the announcements, explained it. That needle was not moving. I should have caught it. And I didn't. That was the first clue. After I stopped using the handheld and I went to my duty cycle tester, which is plugged in directly to the transmit radio, so obviously there's no other interference like a handheld would do. Then that's when it keyed up full deflection. So it did this. And I thought, oh, I'm in an SWR mode. Let's go and flip that switch quick. Now remember, the lighting was on, so I had this LED on. So it was like this. I reach in, I flip the switch. Okay, we're good. Now watch this. Just like the video, we're keying up, and voila, look at that. It's only 5 watts. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm in SWR mode. Let's turn the light off and look. SWR mode. I should have went this way. So when I thought we were only getting 5 watts, I was actually reading 1.6 SWR. So, with that being said, I thought we had low wattage. I turned on the second bottom fan. My temperatures were going up. They were 100 and I think 10 or 12, whatever it was. And I left, and I didn't catch that I did that. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm 5 watts. Something's wrong here. Then I believe in some part of the video, I'd have to watch it again. I believe I didn't have any deflection at all. And it might have been, maybe the radios did shut down. I did turn off the power in the radios. I tried to reset it during the live stream. Maybe I didn't leave it reset long enough. I don't know. But I believe I didn't have any needle movement at all on this. And I thought, well, I'm only putting out probably a half a watt, and that's why I'm still keying up the repeater, and you could still hear me over the iPad. The part that I'm not 100% sure, I don't know, which is interesting, if you watch that video, when I reset everything and I turn off the power and I reset it, this temperature probe was not changing. So even if I had this meter wrong, this temperature probe should have increased with temperature when I was keying up the radio. And I believe it wasn't. Now, maybe I didn't give enough time. I got kind of like, oh, there's something wrong on the radio. Time to stop the live stream. So I believe with all that combination is if you put all of it together, which a lot of it makes sense, that is what happened. I did not have this meter in the power reading. I had it in SWR. That's why I thought it was 5 watts when it was 1.6 to begin with. I don't think I gave the radio enough time to warm up to increase the temperature probe. That could be a possible reason why this was not going up. I thought, oh, well, we killed the radio. So, yeah, total user failure on my part. But what do? Things happen. I learned a lesson. Check stuff before. I'll leave that video up because that just shows you people make mistakes, things happen. Now when I do it part 2, oh, you're going to bet I'm going to be triple checking stuff. So hopefully we don't have any more problems. But there you go. That's the events that unfolded and why things went downhill quickly. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe, and thank you, and have yourself a good day.